Part 2, owl. Wings. This is the one we made yesterday, and I jumped ahead. I did the wings on this one. That way I can give you visual reference while I'm trying to explain what we're doing, right? Each side we're gonna need 8, sometimes 7. Sometimes you only need 3 on the upper part. So once you have your butter knives cut out, you want to put 4 of them together, like here. Ta-da. So what we're doing here is we're figuring out how wide you want to make the wings, right, to fit inside of the owl, like on this one here, okay? Now, you can determine what direction you want yours to go in. I happen to just like kind of the way the light plays off of having the serrated part forward, but you can certainly envision this is the front. You could have the wings facing that way, which is kind of cool too, because it almost looks like he's like what? You want to start some shit? So again, the main thing you're trying to do is just fill in this space by spreading those out. And once you have it to where you want it, tack those together. So with these welded together, we just want to add a small piece of metal to help use it to, so we can use it to anchor it on the inside of the. All right, so once that tab, we'll call it, is on there, you want to fit it in before you weld, right? And we're going to anchor that right to this point here. I like the wings to land just about to that bottom one there. On that clip, you might have noticed I hit my welding wire onto my tab. Sometimes it's hard to see inside the owl, so you get that glow from the wire that's hot. It just kind of helps me visualize inside better. It kind of creates its own light, right? Let's talk tablespoons. So the ones that I have right now, I think they might be a little deep. I usually use, quite frankly, the cheap ones from Walmart. They don't have as much depth to them. So you don't want this to get too tall because you're gonna come out past like the upper part of the owl. As you can see here, I like to put a tablespoon in between the wing layers, but you don't have to do it. I've done several where I just stack the wings up and then cap the top, which is what I'll probably do with this one, because again, you don't want to come past this part. Okay, so there is that side. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just when you're doing it, it takes a lot of like comparing, because you want to make sure the lengths are the same on both clusters of wings. All right, so I'll do that now, and then I'll show you the result. For you to just be a second, for me to be many, many minutes. All right. One thing I wanted to mention: when you weld your wings together, weld it on the top, not on the back side, because the way they stack, it's gonna make it too thick and it'll come out past the body of the owl. And by having the weld on the top, when the spoon sits over it, it sits inside that void of the spoon, and then it's good, right? Just a little tip for you. So both sides are done. All right, so the next installment of how to make a spoon owl, we'll do the eyes, which then lead to the head, and the whole shebang will wrap up, and it'll be pretty cool looking, at least we hope, right? Okay, cool. Keep creating stuff.